Good evening, everyone. Woo! Yeah. What a cool event. Well, I'll jump onto the event shortly. You'll hear more from me, I'm sure. But I'd like to start off with, really from the bottom of my heart, thanking you, Papa, for everything. Woo! Growing up as a child, you were truly an inspiration. You sat me at the dinner table and discussed business from as long as I can remember, maybe from before I was even a double digit in terms of age. So that really enabled me to think big, to understand. I remember even doing an internship at the company as a receptionist when I was 14 years old, then building the first website for the company when I was maybe 15, afiains.com. And that's what enabled me to hit the ground running when I joined in 2010. That's what enabled me to have that clear vision for InsuranceMarket.ae. So firstly, involving me in everything was really a great thing, and I appreciate you for that. And I know it wasn't easy for you. Today we're talking about the tools that we have, like AI. When you started in 1980, forget email, there were no computers. When in 1995 you started the business, there was still no computers. You had to use fax, and the business was run on fax. I can't even imagine today having to send a fax to someone to be able to communicate, to sell a policy or to procure terms from an underwriter. It was extremely challenging. And to do that with no employees, nobody to support you, starting bootstrapping, just putting all your hard-earned money, all your savings into this and making it happen, working hard, really working hard. It's very clear that it was not easy for you. And I would also say thank you for not making it easy for me when I joined. It was by no means something that was given to me on a platter. I was meant to earn every bit of success that we could find as a company. And at that time, it was extremely frustrating. I've spoken about it in my TED Talk. But I don't think we would be here today at this level of success if it wasn't for those lessons that I learned, the sound principles that enabled us to really build from a solid foundation and to do it the hard way, not taking the shortcuts. So I thank you for that. And then I thank you for letting your baby go as well. I know it wasn't easy for you, and I'm sorry if that was a stressful time, but it was a great thing now in hindsight that you could have the wisdom to say that, run with it and take it forward. And that really enabled me to take it forward. And so thank you for your trust there. It wouldn't have been possible without that trust. I would also like to thank two other entities. One is Bitcoin. It sounds like a joke, but I would seriously like to thank Bitcoin. And I've spoken about this before, but everything that I know about how the world works is an analogy from Bitcoin. And in addition to that, it has been the best way for me to save the fruits of my labor. So, it's something that I want to publicly acknowledge in front of all of you. And then, last but not the least, I'd like to thank Dubai and the UAE. Woo! What a place. Now we're going beyond the UAE into other markets, doing other things, going to other lines of business. But the vision, that confidence to build a business, that confidence to invest, that level of certainty, that level of inspiration, it wouldn't be possible. I don't think we would be where we are without Dubai and the UAE. So thank you, Dubai and the UAE.
Thank you, Dubai.
On that note, I am honored to be here with all of you. This wouldn't have been possible without all of you. Thank you for everything that you do day in, day out. Like you can see with all the Alfreds outside, like you can see from, that journey from, having no means of communication to having tools like AI today. Where we are today is only as a result of us being able to adapt and change every day. That line that was up there, the only constant is change. Embrace change. Let's continue to drive this forward in a meaningful way. And like we always say, what's the next line?
This is just the beginning.
This is just the beginning. Thank you. Have a great evening, guys. Viral, over to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
InsuranceMarket.ae